How's it going, bros? 1,000 subs! No, 10,000 subs! Sorry, did I say 1,000 subs? That was last year. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Let's wait till more people come. Hey, Caleb, Ashley, thanks a lot. Gedigenis. 3-1 Bartor, yes. Old friend. Hello, good afternoon. Guys, I'm sorry if it seems like there's a 30-second lag between us. That's because there is. Something to do with the streaming software, so forgive me if I see your question and I only reply like 30 seconds later. Not intentional. I want to wait till more people come in and then we can start. So far we have 7 viewers! Hey, Big Smoke! Big love to you too. Big blue love. Welcome to the stream, Walter. Alex. We have quite a few things to cover tonight, but of course I will try to keep things short. Then we can leave the remainder of the time to chit chat. Oh, so you're in Germany, Berlin, the Brandenburg Gate. Brandenburg Gate. Not that I've been to Berlin, I've been to Munich. Hey Bob, thanks for joining. Okay, seems like... Yeah, let's wait for a few more minutes because now we have 9 viewers. Yay, 9 viewers! 9 friends joining this stream. 11 viewers! Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm just gonna take 5. "12 viewers! Guys, tell me if the audio is good, okay? Because I'm using a different mic this time. 99 Maxima, welcome to the stream. Brilliant. Well, I'm glad you like the Klipsch T5, Walter. T5 True Wireless is... Hang on for a second, I forgot to do something. I need it because I think there's a little bit of echo. So let me just set up the pad behind. And back. Proc Laten. So I'm really bad with pronouncing Vietnamese names. Okay guys, I think we can just kick off this live stream. I got a few things I want to say. First of all, I want to thank a few group of people. The first group of people that I want to thank is you guys. You guys took the time to join this stream outside of your busy schedule. I know it's a weekend, but who knows? Maybe you have things planned out with the family, and yeah, it's I really appreciate you joining this stream to chat with us. Second group of people I want to thank is, of course, everyone who subscribed. A lot of you who subscribed could not join us for this stream. Doesn't matter. You probably could like watch the stream after it's been posted or something. But I want to thank you guys all the same, because I could not have got to this point without you guys. Because uh, first of all, uh, you guys gotta subscribe, right? So you subscribe to this channel, and this is how the channel grows. But you guys also gave me a lot of constructive feedback, and this is something that I really appreciate. The feedback is what helped me to spurred me to increase my level of knowledge about earbuds and headphones and stuff like that, and improve the quality of the content. Uh, this is what I got from all the feedback that I've received from you guys. So I want to thank you. Hey, Frozen Gamer, hello, old friend. Yeah, I've seen those wireless earbuds. Well, I haven't done a live stream in a long time, so please forgive me if I am stuttering a little, because I'm a little nervous. Okay, the third group of people I want to thank are my Patreon supporters. Okay, you guys probably don't know this because I haven't been shouting it out a lot, but I do have a Patreon page, and right now I have two contributors. Really big shout out to um, Andrew Steepley and Fauzi. So both of you are heroes, and I want to thank you guys so much for contributing every single month to my Patreon. And this is something that I really appreciate, because you know, I was kind of stuck with what kind of perks I need to offer for my Patreon supporters, but I couldn't think of anything, and you guys just keep contributing every month, even though I wasn't offering any perks. So this is something that tells me that you guys really believe in the content that I make, and it served as a big encouragement to me when things got tough. Just put it simply. Yeah, so three groups of people that I want to thank, and you guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for bringing me to this point. Yeah, Frozen Gamer, I hit 10k like a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was pretty fast. I was at 1.3k in May, I remember. Then more than a year later, I hit 10k, which is wow. And like I said, I couldn't have done it without you guys, with all the feedback and the ideas that you guys gave me in the comments section. It really helped me to broaden my reach in a sense, because more people wanna watch this type of content nowadays, if that makes any sense. Thank you, 99 Maximo. Thank you for your love, and I'm glad they helped you personally. Have you seen the new Skull Candy wireless earbuds? Uh, I've not seen them in person, but I'm aware that Skull Candy recently released this new true wireless earbuds. I think some reviewers have already reviewed it, but the way things work in Singapore, we don't get stuff until a few months after they're released. So even if I reached out to Skull Candy, they probably wouldn't loan me one pair to review so fast. The Beats Solo 3 Mickey Mouse Edition. Did you buy that for yourself? Both sounds for free. Well, 99 maximum, both sounds for free. These are pretty good earbuds. They have their limitations, but these are some of the most comfortable earbuds that I've tried. Yeah, it's called the Sash, the Skull Candy Sash. Skull Candy Sash is interesting. Poor battery life. That's sad. I'll need to check it out for myself. Napoleon Church, I missed your message. Hello. That's what I was thinking. But the thing is, gaming headsets are wired headsets, and this channel's focus is mainly about wireless earbuds, headphones. The day when PlayStation and Microsoft start opening their hardware to third-party Bluetooth headphones is when I will start to review these types of wireless gaming headsets that don't require a dongle. Because of a lot of so-called wireless headsets, actually a dongle is required for you to plug it into your PS4. Then they connect and yeah. I'm dithering over the Sennheisers or the Sonys. Yeah, which is why I made that video. I'm quite aware that a lot of people uh, have doubts about either the Sennheisers or the Sonys, and the video was meant to clarify all those sticking points, like call quality, which is better, sound quality, which is better. But I gotta say that Sennheisers, by far, they are the best sounding truly wireless earbuds. The Sonys, they're very close in terms of performance, sound quality, but noise cancelling as well. Plus battery life. Don't forget battery life. So if you need that, yeah. My default recommendation is always the Sonys. Unless you're a stickler for great sound quality, then it's Sennheisers. They are something. You clarified things, but at the same time made things more difficult. That was not my intention. When the PS5 gets published next year, just review headsets people can use. You might get a lot of views and subscribers. Oh yes, for sure, definitely. That is if I get the PS5. I've got so many games and saved files and friends on the PS4. It's really hard to migrate if you're being tethered to one platform. Are the XM3 earbuds voiced the same as my XM3 over years? No, they're not voiced the same. Bass extension is one thing, and somehow the XM3 headphones, they do have a quieter background, so you do get better track separation and stuff like that. Thanks, Alonso Harper. Couldn't have done it without you. Those Sennheisers sound great. Can't believe they never fixed the battery or pairing issues. Can't pay 300 for those kinds of problems. They fixed it. I never had so far any problems with the Sennheisers pairing. Battery life, yes. In the very beginning, I was wondering why the case ran out of battery so fast, but they fixed it back in February, and I haven't had any issues since. Am I speaking too fast? Shall I slow down? I feel like I'm defaulting back to my regular Singaporean accent. Best waterproof, truly wireless. Waterproof. That one's tough. I would say, okay, so we gotta be very clear that IPX7 waterproofing is not waterproofing. It's you can submerge the earbuds under 1.5 meters of water for 30 minutes. That's it. So, yeah. So there are some limitations to its so-called waterproofing. But the Jaybird Vista looks pretty interesting. it would have been a no-brainer if they were voiced the same. Yeah, I guess. So if you're so one thing about over-the-ear headphones is it's really hard for in-ear buds to be tuned the same way as over the ears because of the difference in driver sizes. Now, Jack and Jones, hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. I returned my no tolerance pay for that much for problems like that. Yeah, I understand. I had other fixes. For me, they would just forget my devices. Yeah. Will you be interested in reviewing the earbuds 700 from Bose when they come out? I'm definitely interested in reviewing anything from Bose. Um, Contrary to popular belief, and partly also my fault because in the for the past year or so, more than a year, I have not reviewed any Bose products, and there's a reason for that, which I'm not at liberty to say. But if the opportunity comes up for me to review the earbuds 700 from Bose when they come out, sure. Do you plan to do more reviews on no-name budget headphones, earbuds? Yeah, I do. Yeah. The Earphone 3 was one such product that I just reviewed. Not exactly no name because they do have a following, cult following, I would say. But of course, when I get pitches for headphones and earbuds and stuff like that, it's how should I put it? Have to be careful about which product you review because I'm quite aware that some no-name brands just want to make use of the platform to so-called uh, spread the word. That's the only purpose. Jack and Jones Nubbin are the WF earbuds like sticking out a lot or a little. How about I put it on and you guys tell me? I guess they do stick out a little. Hey, thanks, Kinar. Yeah, I'm not at liberty to say at this point. Looking forward to it. For now, my Soundsport 3 are pretty decent sounding. You think after selecting the right ear tip sizes, do you think the XM3 earbuds destroy the X? Okay. Um, I have not tried the Soundsport 3 for a very long time. So I don't think it's right for me to say if either would destroy the other, unless I do a side-by-side comparison. But the XM3 sounds really good. I was really surprised. I'm like, wow. Hey Anthony, how come I didn't see you join the stream? But welcome to the stream anyway. The Sony XM3 has a bug that causes it to become garbled during calls. Touching the Bluetooth and reconnecting clears this issue. Sony needs to address this with another firmware update. Yeah, this is why it's important for us to talk about these things because only by talking about these things will these big corporations hear us. Hey Isan, thanks. Oh, you guys don't have it in Indonesia yet? I was under the impression like that, like all Asia Pacific countries we get the earbuds at the same time or something? Have you ordered already? '20 viewers, thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Okay, I want to take this opportunity to talk about some things that I want to bring to this channel. Okay, so first up, some ideas. So moving forward, in order for this channel to grow, I've got some ideas. Tell me what you guys think, okay? So first up, I'm thinking of bringing back Bro Talk. So I haven't been doing Bro Talk episodes for a few weeks. That's because a lot has been going on, a lot of reviews and a lot of other content that I want to put up. Hence, Bro Talk has been put on hiatus. Let's just say that season 1 has concluded. I want to bring it back, however, because I see a lot of value in speaking to you guys directly about your questions. So if you guys have any questions and you put them in the comment section, I will select a few questions that I think would benefit a lot of people and put them in Bro Talk. And then I also respond to some some funny comments at the same time. I really enjoy doing that. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks for what you said. You enjoy my reviews. Top two. Wow, top two. So Bro Talk is one of the things that I want to bring back. Season 2 is supposed to come out next week. Also, um, I hope to start reviewing smartphones. Yeah, thanks, BY. Can you do a how to clean your headphones the right way? Yeah, but different headphones have. I can say that generally, as long as there's a plastic part or metal part, it's pretty safe to use very mild 70% uh, density alcohol swabs to clean. Jack and Jones, I don't know anything. Hey, bye Maxima, thanks for joining the stream. Okay, so about the XM4 headphones. Next week is gonna be a very interesting week because we don't know this for sure, but I predicted that the XM4 headphones will be launched on the 4th of September, the first day of the media event at IFA. So I did several predictions videos about what I think the XM4 headphones would be like. And yeah, you can go back and watch those videos because I covered a lot of ground. But suffice to say that I think the XM4 headphones will not be a monumental upgrade from the XM3. I think it will be an incremental but meaningful upgrade, but that's just what I think. We also don't really know for sure if it's going to come up 4th of September. It's just my prediction. I just think that it should, based on previous trend. But next week is going to be very interesting. I will be talking a lot about the XM4 if it comes out. Otherwise, I have to look for other content. Well, the Destroyer, I think you should wait for the XM4. Let's see what happens in September. Oh, and guys, remember, if I get this right, if the XM4 headphones really comes out, really announced on the 4th of September, I hereby dub myself the Oracle of Audio. Let me type it in. Oracle. And if I get this right for sure, not only am I gonna dub myself the Oracle of Audio, I will also be releasing some merch to commemorate this event. Tell me what you think, guys. Whoops. Hang on for a second. Sorry. How is this? What do you think? This is a limited edition t-shirt. Oracle of Audio! Yeah. In the Oracle of Cameras. Yeah, so like I said, I want to uh, expand my review scope to smartphones as well because I've come to realize after doing so many audio video latency tests that half of the equation has got to do with smartphones. So that's the only way we can explain why you get great latency on iOS using devices that support AAC codec, as in earbuds. But when you go onto an Android device, whichever codec you use, AAC, aptX, SBC, they all suck at latency. So I want to know if if the situation is different based on different smartphones. Say, will the Google Pixel 3 or 3a or the Sony Xperia 1 have better audio to video latency when you're playing video games? So this is the probably one of the main reasons why I am interested in covering smartphones, because we want to know why exactly and make a big hoo-ha about it. Excuse me. Aaron, sometimes the... Sorry, I don't understand. Okay, John Yo. John, if you want to maintain your truly wireless earbuds, well, they usually are quite low maintenance. But if you are someone who uses them every day, perhaps once a week, grab an alcohol swab, take out the ear tip, and just do a light cleaning of the ear tip. And if you see any wax on the earbud, now it starts to sound disgusting, wax, clean that off as well. Other than that, you don't really need to do anything else. Should I get Bose noise cancelling headphone 700 or wait for Sony XM4 headphones? Yep, we covered that already. Wait for the XM4. Okay, so yeah, moving forward, I want to bring back Bro Talk, and I also want to cover smartphones in a nutshell. But what do you guys think of the current crop of content? Is there anything else you would like me to cover? Yeah, it does. So, Anthony, yes, you're right. Upper right hand corner, it shows SBC or AAC. Mine usually defaults to AAC codec. Well, okay, so on Android especially, I've come to realize that AAC codec sounds no different from SBC. Very, very, it's, I would say no difference. That's because the AAC decoding on Android is quite different from iOS. So iOS, somehow they use a more expensive chip. So that means that you get better sound quality and better audio to video latency performance. Even without the new H1 chip that we see in the PowerBeats Pro, etc., it's better. But on Android, it's a little different. It's from a cheaper brand, and the way the whole Bluetooth integration was done is quite different from iPhones. Which is why I said in one of my recent videos that if you want, at the very moment, if you want to play video games and get better audio to video latency, you can often get a more consistent performance on iOS. Consistent and good. It's not enough to be consistent. What if it's consistently bad? So yes, consistent and good performance on iOS. Android at this point, so far, that's why I want to cover smartphones, because I want to find out if there are any phones out there that does audio to video latency like as tight as iOS. Now LDAC doesn't do latency as well as aptX. If I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, LDAC is kind of like SBC in terms of audio to video latency, but in terms of the sound quality, yes, there will be a difference because it's after all a bigger throughput of data. But otherwise, it does nothing for latency. Oh, and it really is quite bad in terms of maintaining a stable Bluetooth connection with your headset, with your earbuds, headphones. Especially when you're outside. At home, it's like okay, but it drops out a lot. So I want to show you guys. Hang on. Yeah, no aptX for the Sony WF-1000XM3. It's quite a pity because I was really hoping that it will come with aptX. It's just different, different from AEC and SBC in terms of sound quality, and uh, it may have made a difference to its audio to video latency on Android, but too bad. There are some things about the Sony's Bluetooth chips that I know. I think I know how Sony did their, you know, uh, dual point connection to the smartphone thing. So unlike most other truly wireless earbuds, which connects to each other using Bluetooth or near field magnetic induction, the Sonys can maintain a dual connection to your smartphone. So both earbuds independently stay connected to your smartphone. And they do this using a very custom chip. It's not from Qualcomm. I was wrong. I was wrong on that point. It's not from Qualcomm. It is from this brand called MediaTek. So MediaTek did they worked with MediaTek to uh, customize their own Bluetooth chip, which does that. According to Sony, it's regardless of the smartphone that you use. Also, guys, my Instagram account is a little dry. You guys probably don't know that I have Instagram as well. Yeah, on Instagram, search for, let me just type it in. Yeah, do follow because I do post some exclusive content there. When I get a text message, the Sony XM3 becomes garbled during calls. Maybe aptX would have solved this issue. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the Elite Active and Elite 65T, they are great earbuds, especially now since you can get them usually on discount. They were both released last year. And as far as I know, the initial batch of Elite Active earbuds didn't have Bluetooth 5.0. It still ran on Bluetooth 4.2 until at some point they decided to uh, upgrade its Bluetooth protocol as well. So are there any smartphones that you guys want me to review? Hey Alvin, welcome to the stream. Shout out from Indonesia, bro. I really enjoyed your content and channel. You really provide in-depth review. Can't find it anywhere else. Keep it up. Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks, Alvin. And shout out back to you from Singapore. The kind of content that I do is a lot of, yeah, I know I've been putting out a lot of Sony related content lately, but that is because I found out that a lot of you liked Sony, as in you guys are interested to find out more about the Sony earbuds, which spurred me to make more Sony content for you guys. Wavin Berg Erickson, hey brother, you better give me your best video ever when XM4 comes out. Excited. Well, okay, the first review, Wavin. Sorry. So the first video I'm gonna make about the XM4 is definitely not gonna be a review. It's gonna be a sort of like a news article coverage thing. But we'll be investigating further about the XM4 when I get my hands on a pair of XM4. Then we can do all our A to B comparisons, I agree. In fact, I intend to do phones like maybe 20% of my content will be about phones. I don't know. What do you guys think? So, real funny. Recently, I've been hitting the refresh browser on all the news websites in case Sony announces something. You see, the thing about phones is nobody, or rather, okay, so I wouldn't say nobody, but very few people I personally know upgrade their phones every year. They typically keep their phones around for like 2 years, three, before the battery starts to run out quicker than the last time, and then they think about changing. So that's why I don't want to put too much weightage on phone reviews. I don't know if that makes any sense. 50-50 chances are XM4 is announced next week at IFA. Still though, I'm putting my hopes on that one. I think we have a better than 50-50 chance. Because IFA is, if Sony is gonna announce anything, it's gonna be at IFA. Okay, CS they announced some things as well, but those were, yeah, for really popular, what for the products that they think are gonna be really popular, usually they will keep it for IFA, as in they will roll it out. Hey Michael, welcome to the stream and thanks. Thanks man. So IFA is gonna be quite interesting because not only Sony is gonna announce, like last year, JBL did a whole launch of their latest Flip 5 speakers and portable speakers and stuff, headphones. Hey Nick, thanks for joining the stream, bro. Congratulations on the 10k, bro. Following you on Instagram, my friend. Can't stay for the full duration on live stream. Wanted to join and wish all the best from the UK. Keep up the great work. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for joining anyway, because I know you guys take out it's time out of your busy schedule to join this live stream. So I really appreciate it. But I hope you do stay for as long as possible. We can chat. But what do you guys think of the content? Like right now, does how's the production quality? Do you guys like the production quality compared to say 6 months ago? Assuming you guys subscribed like more than 6 months ago. I know my very first videos sucked. I didn't show my face. The camera movement was so abrupt and there were so many abrupt cuts. It was horrible. Sometimes just for the heck of it, I look back at the old videos I made. The very first video I put out was in 2015. 50 minutes is all I need, bro. Thanks for staying for 50 minutes. No 10 plus, not getting another phone for another 2 or 3 years. Really tired of these phone makers taking us for a ride. No more phones for me now. The Note 10 Plus is a beast. Yeah, I think if you go for the Note 10 Plus, you probably won't need to upgrade for the next couple of years at least. What was it? Snapdragon 865 chipset or something? Or Samsung's proprietary. What about some long-term reviews following up on some headphones you've been using in the real world? Yeah, you know what? The headphones that I use in the real world are the headphones that I review. Because that's, see, this is the only way I get to really, you know, right now my go-to headphones are the XM3 earbuds. So that is what I use every day. Then if I want to enjoy, that layering, I use the Sennheiser Momentum. So it depends on what's hot at this point. I don't really have the bandwidth to go back to my old headphones and stuff. Frozen Gamer, I've been using an iPhone D for 2 years now. SE, iPhone SE. That's good enough. Nick Brooks, I think that reviewing audio, mainly headphones and earbuds, is the best direction, as you review them so well. I wouldn't try to do phone reviews, as there are too many reviews already. Yeah. So I totally get what you're saying, Nick. It's true that it's really hard being a phone reviewer, because so many people, like, if you ask anybody in the street, hey, you want to be a reviewer, what do you want to review? Phones. That's the default answer, right? Phones. So everybody is doing phones, and it's really tough. It's really tough to get your video out there, because the phone reviewer market is really saturated, and everybody's all subscribed to the top few reviewers: Unbox Therapy, MKBHD, Mr. Mobile, Michael Fisher. Anthony Edwards, you're doing great. I enjoy and look forward to seeing your content. In my opinion, you're a mad cool, bro. You're very knowledgeable, well versed in your content delivery. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Anthony. And like I said before, at the very beginning of the live stream, a lot of credit goes to you guys who comment and feedback in the comment section. You know, there were some things that I got wrong about Bluetooth, but that was quite early on. Someone called me out on it, and I really appreciate, I can't remember who, but I really appreciate you, if you're watching, for calling me out on it, because then that was the driving force behind me really going in depth into everything about Bluetooth. Sorry, I need a drink. Hey, Wolfino! Welcome to the stream, bro. Bro, your production quality is perfectly fine, and the way you present the information is clear and understandable. Thanks, man. Michael Joel, I agree with Nick Brooks. Please stick your headphone reviews and do them so well. Phone section, yeah. Alvin, yes, but as far as I know, until now there is like zero leaks regarding the XM4. Oh yeah. But then again, just because there are no leaks doesn't mean it won't be happening, right? Yeah, there were no leaks about the XM3 headphones either. Neither were there leaks about the. I think Sony is okay. So part of the reason why there are no leaks is Sony is not Apple or Samsung. So I think it would be great if there were people who would, journalists who would dig up like FCC information, FCC listings, patent listings, and link them to the public. But everyone's all interested in doing that for Samsung, Huawei, or Apple. Sony, not too much. 3-1 brighter. So do follow up on how they've been after a few weeks or months. Lots of reviews are first impressions, and as such seem a bit biased. We all like new stuff. Yeah. So that was why I did the Sony WF XM3 earbuds after 3 weeks recap. So I think that video did pretty well by my standards because I'm a small channel, but that video did pretty well for me, and I realized that such content is quite valuable. It was my very first time like returning to a pair of headphones after a few weeks. I subscribe to Unbox Therapy, MBK, BHD, Saki, Tech, Flossie, Carter, Aaron, you are Flossie. You and Flossie are my top two. Hey, thanks, man. But I really hope. Okay, Flossie Carter is quite. He is one character I gotta say. He's really gangster in a cool way, and I enjoy watching his reviews too. But his style reviewing is very unique. It's always the camera's always facing the table, and yeah. But thanks, Anthony. Audio technology, mainly headphones, earbuds, are an area nobody covers. Well, you do. Waiting for you. I'm gonna try and boost the subscription amount. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. I really appreciate that. You can do it all. I would love to hear your perspective on cell phones, Aaron. Good content. In-depth honest reviews are good. Thanks, man. Infinity Alan Whip. Hey, bro. What's up? Hey, bro. Back at you. What's up? Are you guys having a good time? I'm kind of enjoying this live stream. Because I don't really get the chance to talk to you guys directly. Bro talk is the closest I get to talking to you guys. Excuse me. Michael Joe, I got the XM3 after seeing your review and also used your settings as advised. Thanks for that, bro. Happy I made the purchase. Thanks, man. I hope this is just the beginning and not the end of my channel. I'm glad these settings helped you. First time live streaming. No, not my first time. I did my last live stream. Okay, I do one live stream every year. But the last two times that I did a live stream, there weren't so many people. There were like 4 or 5 dedicated bros, and we chatted a lot about headphones, speakers. Your production has gotten better over the months. It's about finding your unique selling point, and you're doing that with your style. Thanks, man. What do you think? What do you think? You want JBL or Boom? Sorry, I don't understand. What do you... Okay, I think you're trying to say which one would I like, right? Do I like JBL portable speakers or Ultimate Ears? Sound quality wise, I like JBL for the fact that their bass radiators are typically quite big, so you get an extra bit of oomph in your sound. But in terms of volume, like when I did the Megaboom 3, Ultimate Ears Megaboom 3 and JBL, I believe it was Extreme 2 video. So we did a comparison and we found that the Megaboom 3 sounded louder and clearer even at the expense of bass. But in terms of overall sound quality, I really had to give it to the Megaboom 3 at that point. But who knows, with EVA coming up soon, JBL is bound to release something new and maybe that will change my mind. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, but I think I read somewhere yesterday that Sony Xperia 2 leaks that will be announced on IFA next week. I'm like, where's the XM4 leak? Now, I think Sony was responsible for that leak because the Xperia one didn't do well at all. So like at this point, nobody I know, seriously, nobody I know is interested in Sony phones at all. Like it's all Samsung, Huawei, Apple. It's my first time participating in a live stream, and you're the one. Hey, thanks, man. Art from Insights. What's up, bro? Congrats again on 10k. Gonna chill here as well as I'm waiting for my rendering now. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. LVNM. Oh, so no XM3 release going on to last year. IFA, thanks for heads up, Aaron, because I'm quite new in the headphone industry in this 3-4 months. Yeah, for the last, like, there has been, for the last few years, no leaks about Sony headphones. I mean, Sony, they don't, which is why I think that the Xperia 2 leak was courtesy of Sony. Like, they lifted that skirt a little bit just to see if anyone's interested. Infinity Allen Whip, but JBL is the best speaker. Yeah, I think so. In a lot of respects, in terms of battery life, features, they are quite similar to the Megaboom 3 now, although the Megaboom 3 has some stuff. Hey, thanks for joining, bro, Nick. Family gathering for Sunday lunch. Have a good lunch. Peace and respect too from Singapore. Yeah, like I said, so I think Sony it's got to be Sony. They were the ones who leaked it. What the Logitech Pro X headphones? Is it good? Is that for gaming or? Not sure if you talked about this before, but any change in direction for the channel since you're in the big. I'm not exactly the big dude. 10,000 subs is uh, it's not. It's definitely not MKBHD level. Is what I'm saying. I still consider this a pretty small, tight-knit channel, which is what I like. I like the community. In the end, it's all really about the community and not really about the numbers for me. Numbers is like the number is like it's a vanity thing. But what's more important to me is have you guys come in, comment, interact. I think that is a lot more rewarding than seeing the numbers go up. But in terms of the direction my channel is taking, so okay, so earlier I covered two things. I want to bring back Bro Talk. I haven't been doing Bro Talk episodes at all for the last couple of weeks, so I want to bring that back because I think it's a great way for me to reach out to you guys, answer your questions directly in the camera instead of through the comments section. The second thing is I want to do a little bit more in the smartphone space because I realized that audio to video latency isn't really just about the earbuds. A lot to do also with the smartphones, which is why if you go look at my previous videos, the iOS devices consistently have better audio to video latency than Android devices, period. Hence, I am interested to see which Android smartphone has the best audio to video latency gaming on a pair of truly wireless earbuds. But get the YouTube plug though. Yeah, the silver play button. That's 100k, bro. Still quite far off. It took me more than a year to get from 1.3k to 10k. and that's really slow. That's really really slow. But I think now that we've got a community, I think things are gonna go a lot faster now. So hopefully we could hit 100K next year. Of course, I have to like make sacrifices to the gods and pray and stuff like that for me to. The reviews grow bigger than 37K and you're bigger than hit 5 YouTube, and that's big enough. That's big league for an edge. Yeah, I guess. But remember, we've got people like EP Man Reviews and some other guys whom I really respect a lot. In fact, uh, they inspired me to want to do better reviews. The reviews, Frozen Gamer, you bought the Logitech headphones. The reviews have said that they are bad. Okay, but how are they for you? This is well, because reviews, most reviews say one thing, but maybe your personal experience is different. Is the Samsung Note 10 the best or the iPhone 10R Max? For gaming, I would say the iPhone 10R Max. Samsung Note 10, as I understand it, I mean it's a great phone. Without a doubt, it's a great phone. But if you're looking for something with like great audio to video latency, it's iPhone. What's the deal with XM3 earbuds not working individually when you set one of the earbuds to use the Google Assistant? Okay. To be honest, at this point, I'm not very big in using Google Assistant. Yeah, so it's just I find it difficult to integrate into my lifestyle. I'm a more tactile person, so I would just rather call up. The only voice assistant I use is Siri, and I use it for this. Hey Siri, switch off studio lights. Switch off studio light.
The light panel.
Oh, sorry, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, but I use it to switch off my studio lights. But it's interesting to find out, I guess. But Bob, what do you mean not working individually? Maybe you can tell me more. Jason, are you Singaporean? Yes, I am Singaporean. Trying to speak with a more international voice, but easily Singaporeans can tell that I'm Singaporean. Alvin, but still though, I'm still putting my high hopes for XM4 because right now I'm still holding out on buying ANC headphones. Yep. So I think if you are talking about comfort, the Bose headphones have a lighter clamping pressure, and they do feel a little more comfortable, just a little more comfortable than the XM3 headphones. Or the XM3 headphones has made a lot of progress in the comfort department. Wow, I've tried the MDR 1000X, the XM2, and then the XM3. Wow, the comfort is, the cushions are a little more soft, a little more plush than the XM2. And as a result, I could wear the XM3 for like the whole day and not take it off, really. It gets a little warm in Singapore, but it's nothing that I can't deal with. Haha, no need to sacrifice for us. 3-1 better. Remember us when you get to 1 million. Dude, I hope you guys will still be around on my channel when I get to 1 million. Because it might take it might take a very long time, is what I'm saying. Sorry, water. because I hope to reach 100K in 1 or 2 years time, but a million is just crazy lah. One of my videos has got to go viral. At least one of my videos. Are you getting a flip 5? No, I'm not getting a flip 5. Bob, can't use just the left one. They work as master slave. Oh, that is most probably a software thing. So maybe Sony might address that in the software update. Because I found out that Sony, they're not using Qualcomm chips for the XM3 earbuds. The XM3 earbuds use chips from a brand called MediaTek. Do you play Fortnite? I used to, and then other games took over. Like recently, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. If you guys are on PS4 and you play Monster Hunter, you know what to do. This is my PS4. Wait. Alvin, cause I've tried both Sony and Bose unit on retail stores, but in terms of comfy, I'd say Bose QC35 is doing the job better than XM3. Yeah. So QC35 is very comfortable. I agree. It's not just the cushions, the clamping pressure as well. And Bose has been doing this for a very long time. Uh, Even back when the QC2. Do you guys remember the QC2? So the QC2, the QC 25, the QC35. So the QC2 is very comfortable. Just that beginning with the 25, they changed the quality of the plastic. So it used to be plastic, like just pure nylon, but the new versions, starting from the QC25, use glass infused nylon. So that's supposed to be more flexible. Michael, your English is very good, bro. I once worked in KL, Malaysia for 3 years on company rotation with regular trips to Singapore. Singapore is beautiful but very expensive. Thanks, bro. And I agree that Singapore is very expensive. Cars are expensive. Do you know how much cars cost in Singapore? Is the PS4 the best or Xbox or the At this point, the PS4 for me. The library of games. Turn Singapore into an advantage for your channel. I like when you shoot your videos outside so we see a bit of the country. Yeah, I enjoy doing those videos. So I think since last year, some of the videos I shot. So I wonder if you guys heard of this YouTuber before, Peter McKinnon. So Peter McKinnon is this. He is one of the top YouTubers in Canada, and a lot of his content is about filmmaking. So during this phase, when I was watching his videos a lot, I got so inspired by Peter McKinnon that I wanted to develop that area of filmmaking. So I incorporated that into my videos. So this is why sometimes in some videos you might see B-rolls of the various scenery in Singapore. Yeah, man. Hey, Bob. The app, the Clips G5 app. They said July. Now it's August. No, as of Singapore time, it's already September the 1st. No news yet. If it's ever gonna come out, okay. If it comes out, maybe I should do a video about it. What do you think? Marshall, Cuban, or Bose Soundtouch 10? That's a very good question. Are you talking about? No, the Cuban doesn't have a Wi-Fi version yet, right? Does it? Because I know the Stanmore, the Warbird, and the Acton has a Wi-Fi version. The Cuban doesn't seem to have a Wi-Fi version yet. The Soundtouch 10 is a Wi-Fi come Bluetooth speaker, so the comparison there is a little. You can compare them in terms of sound quality. I would say I would give it to the. Well, I haven't done a side-by-side comparison, so off the hand, I would say the Bose Soundtouch 10. Although the Marshall Cuban sounds pretty good too. But in terms of audio quality, I gotta go with the XM3. So right now, I'm gonna wait for XM4 if they will ever announce. And the XM3 right now is going for discount. It's on promo most of the time. So this should serve as a signal, really, that the XM4 is coming out. But if you see the XM4 and you decide not to go for the XM4, at least you get to buy the XM3s on discount, which is. I had the QC2 and have the XM3 now. Prefer the XM3 for comfort and sound. Yeah, because headphones have progressed a lot since then. QC2 was when? QC2 was still 2012 or something? 2012? 2007 to 2012. So it had a very long product lifespan. Signature Bose. But the QC25 onwards became, when they started using glass infused nylon for the headband, it's just good. Really good comfort. Yeah, yeah, good point, Anthony. Let's check if the app for the T5 True Wireless is. Nope, not yet. Yeah, it's supposed to be end of July, then end of August, and then develop a reputation as the best and most popular YouTuber in Singapore. Few can match that. Dude, we already have popular YouTubers in Singapore. Although I suspect that most of their audience are based overseas. Like Tan Jin Hao. Do you know Tan Jin Hao? Develop a reputation as the best and most. Oh, okay, read that already. Do an ASMR video nibble on your earbuds. Ishan Mahajan, thanks. You're always helpful. Help me choose Sennheiser HD 4.50. Yeah, I see. Yeah, the HD 4.50 is pretty good. For the price. For the price. It's about half the price of the XM3 headphones, if I remember correctly. But it offers pretty good noise cancelling. Sound quality is pretty good too. Clips G5s out on Amazon UK tomorrow. Mixed reviews from them, for what I can see. In the video that I did recently about sound quality, I ranked the Eclipse T5 higher than the XM3 headphones. Sorry, earbuds. Maybe a little louder, Anthony. I would say that okay. The T5 True Wireless earbuds plug into your ears a lot deeper, so they do sound louder. The XM3 earbuds, it's loud. It's pretty loud, especially when the noise cancelling is switched on. So you don't have to like raise the volume a lot. But by default, I feel that the T5s are a little louder. Don't know him, only a Singapore YouTuber by name of Area71, but his channel is very small. Oh, okay. Okay, Ishan, the story behind my channel's name. Huh. Where should I start? Okay. Back in 2015, when I first started this channel, okay, so back in 2015, when I first started this channel was called Loud and Portable, which is why if you watch the first videos that I put up, very old videos, it's always loud and portable at the very end, because I believed at that point portable speakers were what I really wanted to review. Like, I was so interested in all the JBLs and the Ultimate Ears and the Bose that the whole channel was dedicated to reviewing portable speakers. But when 2016 came around, I decided that, hey, you know what? Maybe portable speakers aren't as popular as, in that, not that they're not popular, but they are too niche. So I want to cover more products. What can possibly be better than renaming my channel Loud and Wireless, because everything's wireless nowadays. And I predicted back in 2016 that uh, wireless audio will be the future, as in nobody will want to buy headphones unless they are wireless. And I was right. That's all I wanted to hear. Thanks for your kind answer, Aaron. I'm sorry, but I gotta go right now. Hey, thanks for joining the stream, man. Thanks, Alvin. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope to see you in my next video in the comment section. When you started the channel, did you already decide to do audio? Yeah. So portable speakers were like my thing. So I reviewed the Bose, the JBL, the Ultimate Ears, Harman Kardon. Hey man. Hey Sinan, Sinan. Turkish names are a little tricky for me, because you guys also have a certain way of pronouncing your names. If it's Turkish or Hungary, I don't know. Sorry if I'm wrong, but welcome, man. Are true wireless harder to review than headphones because the fit of the tips is so different for people? Yes, actually, you know what? It was a big step of faith for me to start reviewing true wireless earbuds, because there are so many more moving parts. When you review headphones, it's you know you can't really okay, let me rephrase. It's very easy to review headphones, because headphones, the audio to video latency is there because you don't have wireless connection between both drivers. The sound quality is pretty much, it's pretty there as well. So what's there to talk about? Sound quality and comfort, build quality, battery life. That's it. But truly wireless earbuds also have things this wireless connection between the earbuds, and so you got to talk about that as well, and how reliable they are to your phone, and audio to video latency. So, and these earbuds are really small, and they also have like a separate case that contains extra battery, so you got to talk about that as well. So it's more moving parts. So it was a step of faith for me to start covering truly wireless earbuds. I'm just glad that things turned out well. You are the Oracle. Yes, I am the Oracle. That's why when this t-shirt comes out, I hope you guys can support me. It's also available in different colors like black, blue. Let me show you if I can. Let me see if I can change the picture. Nah. So there's black and blue. So if it turns out that I'm right about the September 4 release, you guys will be able to see that tank top. So it's available in tank top, t-shirt, and hoodie. OOA, Oracle of Audio. Yay, you knew I was Turkish. Yay. Victory, vindication. Are the Jaybird Vista any good? Well, I would like to review it. I can't say at this point if they are good or not. But so far it's been receiving pretty decent reviews. I mean, the Jaybird Vista is what Jaybird should have released in March. But they had to release the Run XT. Why? The Run XT is the only difference between the Run XT and the Jaybird Run that was released last year or the year before is that they're water resistant. That's all. As in the IP rating is improved. That's all. Audio codec, no changes. Battery life, no changes. So why would you even want to release the Run XT for? You should have not released the Run XT, waited till you release the Vista, because the Vista is clearly a better product. Even without reviewing the Vista, I already know that it's gonna be a better product than Run XT. What's your daily use headphones? At this point, they accept 3 earbuds. Sinan, it's spelled like Senin. Gotcha. FB, fucking love you, dude. Oops. Sorry, I hope not to get demonetized. Love you too. I love all of you. Did I just do a Keanu Reeves? I have a question. I want a truly wireless for watching your videos. What fits me? I saw a like Galaxy Buds, but latency concerns me. By the way, I don't use Samsung and Apple phone. Okay. Try to go for something with aptX. Like, okay, Cliff G5, maybe not, because that one, watching videos should be quite okay if you're using the Cliff G5. So go for a pair of earbuds that uses aptX. We have the Cliff G5, the Sennheisers. The Earphone Free, if you're on a budget, the Earphone Free is a good choice. Does it support aptX? I can't remember. Hang on, guys. Yeah, no, I can't remember. Sorry. The Creative Outlier Gold as well. That one has aptX. Yeah, I mean for watching videos, you see, personal recommendations are a little tricky because there are so many moving parts. I don't know what phone you're using. What phone are you using? But as a general rule, if you use an Android phone, it's always better to go for something that supports aptX. Because if it's just AAC, then you're gonna get latency issues. Xperia Z3. Quite old. Okay, then perhaps, yeah, that is probably better for you to go for something about something that has aptX. I have a question about how do you stay objective about reviews. Just be tactful. I've come to realize that when it comes to, okay, it's quite normal for us to have biases towards certain brands or earbuds. So my advice would be to be very knowledgeable about the topic first before starting to do reviews about these products, because the more knowledgeable you are, the harder it is for you to present your information in a biased way, because you know that not all products are like every product has something that's not good with it. Every product has got pros and cons, so to speak. So as long as you keep that in mind, I think you'll do okay. That I hope that makes sense. Ishan says Sennheiser Orpheus. Any thoughts? Very very expensive. Is what I the first thing that comes to mind. Very very expensive. Sony WF XM3 is what I'm using now. They work well with Netflix. Yeah, that's good to hear. Excuse me. What's the difference, Vinayak? Hi Vinayak, thanks for joining the stream. Have you joined for a long time already? Vinayak, yeah. What's the difference between different sound codec aptX, AAC, SBC? Which one is better and why? Okay, SBC is the default A2DP codec. So if you all Bluetooth audio devices by default has SBC. It's the most common and it's the easiest to implement. It also has pretty, if I remember correctly, its bandwidth is up to 128 kilobytes per second. So in terms of audio quality, it may not be quite there if you are listening to higher resolution audio. AAC codec has a bit rate of 256 kilobytes per second. So you're going to get higher resolution audio, especially from iOS devices. If you use an Android device, AAC codec is not going to sound very good because it is a very energy intensive codec to process, and in an effort to cut down on expanding battery life, Android phones tend to try to simplify the process of processing AAC, so you don't get very good sound quality. aptX is what you should go for if you use an Android phone, because you have up to 352 kilobytes per second support, and technically better audio to video latency. Now I say technically because it's not always the case, so keep that in mind. But you will definitely get better audio quality out of aptX on Android. Do you get much contact from audio companies? I get pitches. Yep. I get contacted. Recently more so because I think they can see that there's a community here, and so they want to pitch. But it's hard to put in words what you hear. We see latency, but it's harder to understand layering. Yeah, I know. Think of layering like mm. Okay, when you watch a movie, right? It's usually a flat screen and you've got great you can see vibrant colors, deep blacks and all that. But layering is something like putting on a pair of 3D goggles. Remember that? Remember 3D when we used to have 3D TVs and 3D goggles? So layering is something like that you can sort of you can see further into the music. It's very hard to put into words. It's something that you have to experience, but it does add a new dimension to your music. And a lot of that also comes from the Sennheisers, for example, has great layering. And I think the Sennheisers have that because it's got a really dark background. So the noise floor is very, very low. You cannot really hear any hiss in the background. And that makes layering so much easier to pick up. Yeah, send it. It's AAC, Apple, aptX, Android. What do I use to play music? What, earbuds? Speakers? I think you should make latency lip sync tests with different phones. Exactly, see, and that was what I was saying earlier. So, one of the places that I want to take this channel is I want to incorporate more phone reviews because I realize that it's that latency is not just about earbuds, but it's also about phones. So I want A to B comparison. Flossy Carter does it. Yeah, he does phone reviews as well. And other stuff too, I think. Does Mrs. Oracle help with testing things? No, she doesn't. She's not a techie tech person. Oh, Joshua, you're talking about music service. Music service, Spotify. Although these days I listen to a lot of copyright free music as well. Because part of my so called job here is to uh, find great music to use with video. Does anyone have the left ear bud? Okay. It might have something to do with Anthony. It might have something to do with the touch controls. Tidal is great. I mean, if you want to listen to MQA music, master quality audio files, go for it, man. It's more expensive than Spotify, but go for it. How old are you, man? If you'll be okay to answer, guess. Guess my age. Okay, I gotta give you a hint, Ishan. Asian people typically look younger. So whatever you think my age is, maybe add a few years more to it. Yeah, 18, 24. No. 18, yay. Okay, I'll wait for you guys to post your answers and then I'll tell you. But I'm quite happy that some of you think I'm 18 years old. 32, 34, okay. 28. Okay, so this year, 22. Okay. This year I'll be hitting 69. Ishan, wow. You know, when I said add a few years, the hat takes 10 years off. I agree. Hey, what do I have to look? I gotta compete with guys like MKBHD, who is like what 24, 25, and he drives a Tesla. So I gotta look young, man. Daniel Gonzalez Portela, I'm 44. Good afternoon from Galiza, north of Spain. Thanks for your work, especially the Marshall headphones reviews and the annoying noise on the monitor model when it's connected through Bluetooth. Yeah, you're welcome, man. And good afternoon too, Spain. I've been to Spain. Nice country. I went to Andalusia. That was in April. I was there for the IFA global press conference. Great food. Ooh, I love the seafood. You guys have great seafood in the southern part of Spain. I don't know. I'm not aware of what you eat, what you guys eat in the northern part, but southern Spain. Have you been to the UK? No, I have not been to the UK. I would like to go to the UK though, someday just to visit. Seafood is better in the north. Wow. I was wondering how much better it could get, but if you say it's better in the north, wow, I got to try. You're way too open and knowledgeable to be 18 years old. Yeah, yeah. You're right, Keith. Back when I was 18, I knew jack shit, and I was a goth. Hard to imagine, I know. By the way, I'm an exchange student in the US right now. Will live there we'll live there a whole year, just sharing my happiness. I feel happy for you, man. Which part of US do you live at? Ohio, New Hampshire, New Jersey, California. Fish and chips, yes, my favorite British. How do you know I love fish and chips? My friends make fun of me because everywhere I go, if it's a new restaurant, the first thing I check for is, do you have fish and chips? Oh, you're in New York. Hello, the Big Apple. Empire State, close to Flossie Carter. You know the best place to be a tech reviewer? In my opinion, the best place to be a tech reviewer is in the US. I kind of misstated. I'm still waiting for placement info. My plane is in 10th September. Oh, that's soon. That's very, very soon, man. I hope you enjoy your time in the States. But where to? Which part of the States are you going to? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was about to say my age. So, I am 35 this year. You are it, my man. Thanks, man. Any one of you in Florida now? Living in Florida? Yeah, I am a baby face. Thanks, 3 to 1. That's what I want to hear. Look younger. They still don't tell me I fly in 10 September. Don't know where my placement is. Oh, okay. Look much younger than 35. Thank you. The hat. Remember, is the hat. Damn, I'm gonna question the hearing of someone that old. It's true, you know, to us, as you get older, your hearing gets, it evolves. Older people have less sensitivity to higher frequencies. But thank goodness I'm a bass head. Keith Holmes, I'm in Florida. Oh, okay. Take care, man. Looks like there's a hurricane heading your way. Hurricane Dorian. Take care and make sure you're stocked up. No way, man. You look younger. Yeah. Not many reviewers take age into account when assessing audio stuff. Upstate New York. So are you like closer to Maine or something? Do you hop over the state line to Maine for your holidays? Do you know if there are some headphones with a joystick or similar controller as Marshalls? No, the Marshalls are the only ones with that joystick control. It works really well. I'm just maybe they patented it. That's why other brands. Is there any story behind it using that specific hat in every video? It says here explicit content, parental advisory. It's it's my way of looking more edgy than I really am. I might change my cap. Like some videos I use a different cap. But I'm thinking of getting like maybe a Nike or an Adidas cap. Syracuse area, I see. Sorry, I don't know the area, but you know, I just yeah. Is this a convincing look? Do I look like I know? Ah, Syracuse. What will it do to get that viral video? I don't know, man. It's it's a question that every YouTuber asks, but only a few can achieve. But I think that I just have to be a little more aware of the trends. Strike while the iron is hot. I'm a older than you, but still find some headphones and earbuds rather bright. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure if we lose sensitivity to higher frequencies when we age, or do we get more sensitive to higher frequencies, or is it do some older people feel that some headphones are brighter because they started out having higher sensitivity to brightness in the first place? Because I'm under the impression that as we get older, we lose sensitivity. Any question? Another question. WH-XM3 has much latency? No. The XM3. So in general, headphones are. You don't get a lot of latency with headphones. Truly wireless earbuds is where you get latency because not only do they have to talk to your phone wirelessly, they have to talk to each other. So that makes it a longer signal path. So it gets a little tricky. Anyway, I really like it along with all your reviews. Thanks, man. Thanks for your support. I don't notice a latency problem in the XM3. Not a taker though. I'm just talking video. Yeah. You lose high frequencies from loud no matter your age. Yeah, if you blast music in your ears, you will harm your hearing. And one of the early signs of that hearing loss is you begin to be less sensitive to various frequencies, bass frequencies, high frequencies, and then you notice that your ears get this ringing sound. That's called tinnitus. So be safe, guys. Be safe when you listen to your headphones. Something that I always do is to always start off from 50% volume and gradually increase until it's like you can't really hear your surroundings. Then bring the volume down another 10%. Hey, thanks for joining, Bob. Appreciate you joining and hope you have a great day too. Dude, you know NDR and C131 is nature's work experience. I don't know about that. It's too far back, I think, for me. Do you go to see live music? I used to. Back in my younger days. Live music is a whole different experience. Well, you see, when the thing about live music, so this is what audiophiles want to chase. They want to chase the sensation of having live music in their living room, which is why it's a never-ending search. They buy equipment, amplifiers, preamps, processors, speakers, mix and match, just to try to make the speakers disappear when they close their eyes and a live band is in front of them, but it's very hard. It's easier to do it with headphones. What's that? Samsung Adapt Sound app. Is it only used with Samsung phones? Do Samsung phones only have it, or is there any high-end, medium budget, truly wireless headphones, earphones which shows battery percentage? I can't remember though. I can't remember. Hey, Sabir Hossein, thanks, man. I think the Sony's seem to have battery percentage. The clips, I don't think so. I need to check. Yes, it's in settings. So what does it do? Is it a visualizer? Do you get like uh, surround sound and stuff like that? So Daniel, it's aptX for now. If you want lower latency with Android, it's aptX unless Android phones start supporting aptX adaptive or aptX low latency, then you'll be looking for that. But then your earbuds will also have to support either aptX adaptive or aptX low latency, which is why this whole thing about latency is so. The Android market is so fragmented. Everyone's got their own equipment, their own products, product lines. Some make phones only, some make earbuds only. How do we get them to cooperate and join forces really to make something great? Right now, the brand that's best positioned to go for that zero latency situation is Apple, because they make everything. You should get a map and show us where your subs come from. I like the idea of a worldwide community. I can tell you my top 5 audiences. Uh, United States for sure, Singapore, India. I've got a lot of Indian subscribers too. Hello from if you're from India, hello. UK and Australia. These are like my top 5. I use iPhone and Mac. The Mac supports aptX. If you use iPhone, it's AAC only. Android, I don't know. I'm very skeptical about the AirPods having low latency on Android. Really? Below 200 milliseconds. Perhaps the H1 chip has something to do with it, but not very likely. Rating reviews. Sabir, Aaron, a request to do more skits or conventions, product unveiling that may or may not incorporate electronics. You're a funny and entertaining guy. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Something different, eh? Once in a while. Oh, were you talking about the original AirPods then? The AirPods 2, yeah, because they both are using AAC codec. I don't know this Australian headphone reviewer. Lachlan. Yeah, I reference I referenced that website sent in one of my videos talking about I can't recall. So in one of my videos I referred to that website. Oh, it's about the XM4 sorry the Bose ANC 700 or something. Or the QC no, it's the QC35. So there were reports going around that the QC35's Series 2's noise cancelling performance was nerfed. So a whole lot of websites did ratings trying to gauge if noise cancelling indeed has gone down with the new software update. And ratings.com was one of the websites that did such a test. And they concluded that the noise cancelling was not as good as before. So I referred to that website in that video. You can check reviews. There are a number of sites that assess the validity of reviews for all sorts of products. Latenent likes a thing. Okay, interesting. Hey, hi dude! Drips! I don't know if I can replace him. First of all, I don't have his sexy Australian accent. Australian. Oops, ran out of water. Be right back. Yep, water is important. You have sexy Singaporean accent and hair. Ha ha. How are you doing? Hey, I'm doing great. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? You know, I know Americans in general think that Singaporean accent is the least sexy among the accents. By the way, where are you from originally? Singapore. Hey Damien, thanks man. Hi. Hi UK. So I was saying, the best place to be an audio or tech reviewer is in the US, in my opinion, because you guys have a very generous 30-day return policy, which Singaporeans and I guess the rest of the world we can only dream of such a policy. You can buy a pair of headphones, try them, review them, make videos, then return them, no questions asked. Right? Is that how it works? And you guys get the newest stuff first, which is so sad. So sad for us. Yep, I live in Singapore. Send in. Yeah, there are USA YouTube channels all about buying return items. Really? Like YouTube channels about buying return items? Like items that go on sale? Interesting. That's very interesting. Many stores have that policy, but that's somewhat of a bad abuse. Yeah, I agree. So this is why in Singapore, most, I would say all the stores here don't have a return policy like that because Singaporeans Singaporeans are they will catch on to the system very fast. I mean, we will catch on to the system very fast, and eventually everyone's gonna buy stuff only to return them 5 days later. Since I'll go a full year, I can try 12 headphones. Probably. People buy crates of the stuff. So do they buy it for themselves or buy it to sell? Ah, I see. Yeah. So if you return too many, yeah. If I'm a shop owner, obviously it's if that guy's coming back once every few weeks to return. No way, man. It's bad business. So one YouTuber that I really respect, who I know buys everything he reviews, Lewis Hilson Tager, Unbox Therapy. Big respect for that guy. I heard this story. So apparently, Deviale approached him for a review of the Deviale Silver Phantom speaker. Really expensive speaker. We are talking like $2,000. So he says, no, I don't want to. I don't want to loan it. I want to buy it from you guys because I don't want to be biased, which I can respect. He still has it. I mean, if you look at it, if you watch his videos, he still has the speaker on the floor. So this is someone who, I mean, he can afford it, so why not, right? It's good policy. Yeah, that guy is cool. Oh my god, has it already been 2 hours? 2 hour live stream. So, should I keep going? Do you guys want to stick around? Okay. Yeah, so the tech reviewers I watch Unbox Therapy, MKBHD, obviously. Flossie Carter. We also have a Austin Evans. Sometimes I watch his videos. Linus Tech Tips. Yeah, I'm a late sleeper, it's fine. Uh, which feature would you love to add on TWS earphones other than the existing ones if you get a chance to do so? I think this is a great segue into another topic. Let's talk about. Okay, guys, I want you to tell me in the comments section what do you think true wireless earbuds or headphones will be like in 5 years' time? Because I've got some opinions about that. And if what I say today comes true, then I will truly be the oracle of audio. And I will have to release more limited merch. Again. Flossie Carter and EP Man reviews. So I follow them. I think they make great content. Flossie has his own opinions. EP Man is a little more technical and he believes in testing. Flossie is a little more you know he's got his own opinions, but he's quite an entertaining dude to watch. Because don't you agree that okay, so what happens when truly wireless earbuds become like they don't have that latency issue anymore. They're just as good as wired headphones. Then what next? So 321 Brighter says translation. Yeah, on the fly translation so that you can like communicate with someone who speaks in a foreign language. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Had a big dinner. So, I believe that we will see headphones and earbuds become augmented reality devices, complete with various apps, games, tools. It'd be really cool. I mean, Bose was working on something like that. Bose AR is a great example of that. I think they really do have people working at Bose who are futurists, people who try to predict what's gonna take headphones, earbuds, the next step. Like, what's next, right? So augmented reality is something that I feel very strongly about. Think about it, because you see, if you can buy a pair of earbuds that not only does great music, great sound quality, great latency, reliable, great battery life, but also provide a an experience. You know, you can use the earbuds to turn your head and select your music, game, do real-time translation like what 321 Byter said. They may become something like Apple Watch. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's my couch. These are the Nanoleaf light panels. Nanoleaf. Love them. Sexy lighting. I guess they can be separate from phones. Yeah. So I think phones eventually will be something we don't have to take out from our pocket so often. Phone manufacturers are eliminating headphone jacks now, but you put them into the USB port. Does that make a difference? In a sense, yeah. It makes a small difference, I guess. Huh. Does it make a difference? Okay, no. Sorry. I don't really think it makes a difference because you are simply taking the conversion stage, you know, the stage, the processing that takes place inside the phone that converts digital signal uh, to actual audio, and you are just relocating that to a port outside the phone. So it's gonna be the entirely same process, but just in a different format. So you will not get any sound quality boosts unless You're talking about a pair of earbuds that plug straight into the lightning jack without any conversion in between. No, like LTE watches. Oh, like independently, like there's a SIM card inside or something? Linda Hayes. Hey, Linda. Welcome to the stream. Just watch a boombox review. I bought one from Best Buy listening to this on it right now. Oh, I hope I'm not too loud. What happens if I shout? Will your living room, will everyone wake up? Bassy at toot. Yeah, they are very bassy. But that means my voice sounds bassier too. Yeah, I think my voice should sound bassier right now in your living room, which is nice. I want more bass in my voice. I need to do more vocals training. They can use Spotify with their own processor. It has built-in microprocessors. Yep. So there will be independent devices that you can just use independently from your phone. Hey, thanks, Salamona. 03. Yeah, but see that if if we don't have a physical screen to look at, how will the navigation and the interaction with the apps work then? So I think we may still need the screen, but maybe less of it. Then why do you people complain so much about the loss of the headphone jack? All they do is plug into a different port. Oh, that's because you cannot plug in a pair of headphones and charge at the same time. So that was the main complaint back then when Apple did away with the headphone jack, which was a good move, in my opinion, because it forced everybody to consider going wireless, which is the future. The audio jack that we're so familiar with, this little thing, this is 100 years old. The technology hasn't changed since then. Actually, Lightning port kind of loses quality in audio files. Oh, really? That's very interesting. You see, it's nice to have a community because everybody knows something different. Like, I may know this much, but there's always going to be someone who knows a little bit more than me in certain areas. And, we build each other up. And this is how we make better content eventually. Yeah, like wireless charging, right? Like just plumb them on your phone and it charge immediately. What are you most excited for in the future of audio devices? Well, speakers are just about. Okay, when you talk about audio devices, there are speakers, headphones. So where speakers are concerned, I think I may be wrong, but the limit for innovation is almost reached its peak. Whereas for headphones, because headphones are a more personal device, there's potentially a lot more opportunities for us to use them in different ways, which is why I believe that in future, uh, headphones will be able to do augmented reality stuff. Like they will be able to serve as real-time translators. They will be able to help you navigate the streets, navigate uh, real-time navigation. Just earphones, no third-party device requiring GPS. And isn't it cool if you could like, have to select your music instead of flipping through your songs on your phone, you could simply use your earbuds to do that. So Bose is very innovative in this sense. It's such a pity that they don't have a lot of developers making apps for such an application at this point. Maybe in future. In future, I would love to see other features. So couldn't find anywhere. Headphones with USB dongles. Pioneer has some earbuds that plug in straight into your USB port. Male 3.5 millimeter, the female USB, make them to work. Technically, it's possible, but you need it. They typically are quite. It's not a simple converter. It's got to have a processor inside to do the to do the signal conversion, a DAC, if you will. So it's got to have that inside, and that jacks up the price. Apple's version that plugs into the, uh, I believe that's a USB-C version, USB-C or Lightning port version, costs $28 in Singapore. So it's about $20 in the US. Apple battery life sucks. Samsung has longer battery life and charge faster. So you don't need to listen and charge at the same time often. Yeah, Android phones typically have better, like Oppo is a brand that incorporates very good supercharging technology. So it's called Super VOOC. You just put your phone there on the table for half an hour and it charges to full. And it's a fat battery. It's a pretty fat 4000 milliamp hour battery. Samsung, I think, is along the same lines, right? Half an hour charges up to full. Yeah. So I think that's where audio is headed. But first, we gotta wait for truly wireless earbuds to have like zero latency. I think that is the most uh, pressing thing right now. The one thing that stops truly wireless earbuds from being great is that latency thing. Is that if they can get this right, we're set. As in, truly wireless earbuds will take over the world. By the way, guys, if some of you have just joined the stream, I've got Instagram as well. I'll put in the my Instagram handle. There I post notifications and some other extra content. If you know, how about 1 hour from total empty to full or more? That's the best of any phone now. Okay. Now I seem to recall that that one particular Oppo phone can achieve full charge in half an hour. So just say you make latency with the games that you can game. YouTube ones. Okay, so you're talking about latency tests. I don't like doing latency tests with YouTube or any other video app. I know other reviewers do that, but I don't because I believe, well, it's a fact really that video apps will always try to correct the audio to video latency so that your audio lines up better with the video. And they do this automatically. There's no way to stop them from doing that. So if you want to know what the true audio to video latency is, you got to use real-time content like games. I used to use Crossy Road. Some people have fed back to me that Crossy Road isn't such a great idea because it's too messy. So recently I've taken to using this gun app, which I prefer actually because I could take snippets and line them up so that you know exactly what the difference in latency is. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. But typically with YouTube or any other video app, it's usually the latency will usually be brought down to like close to nil or barely noticeable. You're welcome. I'll think about it. Total to empty. No, 10. Yeah, I'm just reading through the chat to make sure I didn't miss out on anyone. Gotta go, Aaron. One last question. My birthday in a couple of weeks. Gonna treat myself. Should I get the Sennheisers, the Sony, or the Cliff T5s? Wow, that is First of all, happy birthday in advance. If you want sound quality, go for the Sennheisers. If you need noise cancelling, go for the Sonys. If you go for the Clips, do it for the sound quality, the battery life, and the style. Because the fit, my proposal, if you decide to try the Clips, is to really see if they fit your ear as well. Because they don't exactly nestle in the conch of your ear, not like the others. But they sound really good. Maybe in future we should also be able to control when does TWS earphones start charging if you have a feature that enables it to charge the phone so that we don't waste our phone's battery. But I don't understand, if we get the earbuds to charge from your phone, then your phone will lose battery, right? Because your battery's gotta come from somewhere. I look forward to the day when the case will just be used for charging and they don't contain any battery, like all the batteries in the earbuds, so that you don't have to, charge them every few days. It'd be great if earbuds can have like 30 hours of battery. Wow, it's almost 2.5 hours. Still going. We are still going strong. Yeah, that could be one idea. Headphones or earbuds. I've done a I've done a similar video before. Yeah, but that was a very long time ago. Yes, but we should be able to control when to charge our earphones, right? Yes, before they should have a phone with a really good battery backup. Ah, I see. Okay. Yep, Senin, you're gonna have to watch that full 2.5 hours. The first part you can just skip through because it was just an introductory, like I was basically giving a speech. So if you skip to like half an hour into the video, that's when the real conversation starts, and then you can hopefully you can gain something from that. I gain a lot just by talking to you guys. It's truly amazing. Yeah. So if you get SBC, YouTube will correct. It would minimize the audio to video latency. But if you use AAC on Android, then you might get a little bit of lag, even if it's YouTube. Because I think they have like a limit. They have like a, I don't know, a limit to how much latency you can reduce or something. But generally they do that. YouTube and other video apps. So that's why I decided to do something different with this channel, testing latency using games. Okay, noted. Excuse me. Oh, if you're talking about the WF versus the WH, I think I talked about that before. Yeah, I did a video about it. I did a video comparing the WF to the WH. That was a first impressions video. I didn't have the W. At the time, I did not have the WF yet. So I compared it to, yeah, I compared it to the WH in the store. And then I made a video about it. So I hope that video helped you. Hey Seth, I understand PowerBeats Pro has the most secure fit thanks to its hooks, but of course it's not within my budget. Thinking of getting JBL 3X instead. Intensive workout run. They should, because in addition to, they are quite ergonomic for one thing, and they do have silicone sleeves, so they hold on to your ears a little better. When did you decide that you want to start reviewing TWS earphones and why? Well, I think because right now in the audio market, truly wireless earbuds are the most exciting thing. I'm just being very honest here. I used to review like lots of portable speakers, headphones, sound bars. I did all of that. But I realized that truly wireless earbuds is what I really want to do because nobody, well, at that point in time, nobody has really gotten it right yet. That's why it's so exciting to all of us. So that's what propelled me to take that leap of faith to start reviewing truly wireless earbuds. Although I didn't know a lot about the underlying technology, but it was a learning process. Like I said earlier in the video, in the stream, that I also received a lot of feedback from you guys. Some of you corrected me on my knowledge, and that was really helpful. That spurred me to investigate about the technology. Yeah, and it's a happy coincidence. Sorry, it's a happy coincidence that my channel started growing a little more after that, a little faster. So yeah, that's that. The rest of that is history. Thanks for your comments. Your future comments. Send in. Now, if I read your comments, I will try to answer because I do receive quite a few comments every now and then. Yeah, so in terms of stability, I think the 3X should do fine. But of course, truly wireless earbuds with wing hooks, wing tips, and hooks like the PowerBeats Pro will be more stable. But the 3X is very close to being like super stable. All right, Wolfino. Bye. You're welcome. Thanks for joining the stream and rest well. The XM4s, well, no, I don't think there are any more predictions I can make about the XM4s other than the ones I talked about in the previous videos. Like I did two videos. I did one XM4 predictions video and one that predicts the XM4's release date. Yeah. So check that video out, and yeah, I hope that video will help you. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. But Sony, maybe they have their own ideas about multi-pairing. I'm gonna wait for 99 Shopee for a good GPL3X deal. Yeah, why not, right? 99 is just a little while away. Old guy here is super cheap earbuds study perfectly. The sound is fairly poor. Sound of $200 does not appear 6 times better than profit margins. Must be astounding. Yeah, you're talking about the law of diminishing returns. Like if you get a pair of earbuds that costs $100, would a pair of earbuds that costs $200 be twice better than the $100 model? And how about a pair of earbuds that costs $400? Would it be better? Twice better again than the $200 model? Not very likely. But the most important thing is to find what you need, like what you need and what you like. A good blend of what you need and what you like. Like some truly wireless earbuds, like super cheap. We're talking, okay, for example, the Earphone Free, which I reviewed not too long ago. A great pair of earbuds, costs $50, but it's not as stylish as, say, the Klipsch T5. And it doesn't sound as good. So we'll see. Some people are willing to pay a little more, or even twice more for that little bit of improvement. All right, guys, let's do 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, and gotta hit the sack. It's been an almost 3-hour stream. Hey, Baitoy, you're still around. I thought you left. Well, cheers, man. Thanks for joining the stream, man. You're awesome. Thanks for your support. Okan loves anime. When will XM4 come out, in your opinion? Well, I did a video about that. Check back, because I did say, yeah, I believe it's gonna be in the 4th of September. Because there are several reasons why I think 4th of September is the date that the XM4 is gonna pop. Good reasons, and I encourage you to watch the video for that. Thanks, just caught the last few minutes. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. Okay, any more questions? Can keep this thing going. We've got like less than 10 minutes left. Yeah, but you see, even back then, when the XM3 was released, there weren't any leaks either. Why is your stream in 480p? Probably because I chose the lower latency format. Like okay, so there are several options here. So there's one option that lets me that gives the best video quality, but it takes longer for your messages to appear. So I picked the middle option, and that's probably why it's only in like 480p. Not the best resolution. I know. Okan loves anime. Do you buy all products to review or get sent promotions, etc.? How do you manage? Well, if you're a reviewer, uh, it depends because I know that some reviewers they buy everything they review, which is fine, which is I can respect that. And one such reviewer is Lewis from Unbox Therapy. He buys everything everything he reviews, whereas most reviewers, myself included, we get a blend of buying and people sending us stuff to review. But when you are a reviewer, you gotta always remember that even if the product is on loan or people send you the product to review, to always be as objective as possible. Or if you cannot be, or if the product is really really bad, at least offer your opinions in a more tactful way. I think that's gonna keep relations with these brands uh, intact. I guess it's pretty tricky if brands send you their products and they have communicated to you that they want you to talk about their product in a certain way, then no, these kinds of reviews I don't do. I demand full creative freedom. Like all these comparison videos, like me comparing the Klipsch and the Sonys and the other brands, uh, would I still have the freedom to do that if I didn't make clear to the brands that, you know what, I'm going to compare and I'm going to offer my honest opinions? They would probably expect me to say everything good about them, but that's not that's not what happens every time. So they kind of when they loan me stuff, they sort of have an expectation that I'm going to speak my mind, but even probably because they think bad publicity doesn't hurt too much or something like that. Does it make sense? Is $300 worth for headphones? I mean, in Turkey, like 2,000 lira plus taxes. Again, I will go to US, but 300 is still 300. Yeah, so it's all about uh, perhaps it's hmm, how do I put this in a way that makes sense? Okay, so $300 may seem like a lot of money to a lot of people, but if it depends on what you really care about. If you are somebody who cares a lot about sound quality, build quality, reliability, then spending $300 for a well-known brand is gonna be worth your while, really. But if you are somebody who just wants something acceptable, then of course $300 would be a little too expensive. It depends on what you really need versus what you're willing to spend. So there are a lot of variables. When people use TWS earphones, they fear to lose it as it might fall off their ears and they might not notice it. Having ear caps, which provides stability, does tend to hurt our ears sometimes. Solutions where we can have both stability and comfort so that more people would prefer. Oh, okay. You know what? I actually made a video about the top 5 most comfortable truly wireless earbuds. I think that video should help you. That video, by the way, didn't do very well because I think because of search, but it's a very helpful video if you want to know which earbuds I think are the most comfortable. All right, guys, I gotta run. But before we go, please, if you guys are on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram for some extra content because I post updates about videos and some extra stuff on Instagram as well. Things that you probably won't get on YouTube, I post on Instagram. I'm now at 153 subscribers on Instagram. So I deeply appreciate it if you guys can help follow me there. So thank you guys for being here. And again, I want to thank you guys for helping this channel reach the 10,000 subscriber threshold. And of course, I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section for future videos. And of course, do check out for videos next week. Next week is going to be really exciting. We're going to talk about the XM4 when it comes out, if it comes out, and some other stuff as well. So, thank you guys. Hey, thanks, Seth, for following. And of course, if check in your subscriptions tab if you're subscribed to this channel because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes and stuff like that. So, yep. Should I do the entire routine? Thank you guys for watching. My name is Aaron. You're watching Aaron's Iron Wireless. If you like this video, please punch the like button with a vengeance. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe, bros. In the sorry, again. Whatever. I'll just log off now. but just make sure that you're subscribed. See you guys. That was such a disaster. Yeah, smash the like button. Yeah, okay. Thanks, guys. See you again.